You know, I'm a big fan of Helluva, if my channel's content didn't already give that away. However, there is a certain character that I feel as if a lot of people have been having issues with as of late. And sadly, it's one of my favorite characters in the show. It's one of my favorite characters, yet I have to agree with the criticism. Stolas is one of the characters that I love with all of my heart, but also hate to see what is being done with him. Now, a lot of you may already know what the reasoning for this is. However, this is something that I've been meaning to talk about for a while, because it's something that bugs me enough that I feel that I need to talk about it. Stolas is royal blood of hell, a Goetia demon. At a young age, he learned that he would be forced into an arranged marriage to produce an heir. Now, not only was he forced into a marriage that he did not want, but Stolas is also a gay man. Not only that, but we end up learning that his wife has been abusive towards him throughout the process of all this, probably for a long time, if not since the beginning. Despite all of this, he loves the hell out of his daughter and wants to give her the best life that he can. One night, he catches an imp trying to sneak into his room and ends up sleeping with him. His fire was reignited as he desperately wanted to be wanted by somebody else. From there on out, he made a transactional deal with Blitz as a way to keep that pleasure in his life. Little did he know that he would begin to fall for this imp as time went on, to the point where he wanted more than just transactional meetings. He wanted to be something more to Blitz, to be equal to him. Now, you guys have to understand that this idea has so much promise and so much potential, and it was so compelling. If only they actually showed us the shift instead of changing it suddenly. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the show and the characters and definitely this ship, but it feels like they forget the way they've written the story sometimes. Like, a big issue I have with this is the way they treat the situation in newer episodes. When Stolas is angry at Blitz about the whole situation that goes down, he gets offended when Blitz says that he thinks that he's better than imps and that they're not as important to him. And Stolas gets frustrated, asking when he has ever acted like the other is less than him or belittled him. And I'm sitting here, and a lot of other people are sitting here going, yeah, you did that. In, like, the first few episodes, actually. Not even just the first few episodes, but, like, further in as well. Like, this happened multiple times in the earlier episodes. And they're just trying to sweep it under the rug as if it didn't happen. And you know what? This would be completely okay with me if this was a Stolas flaw, with him just not realizing how hurtful he's been, or how it didn't seem wrong to him at the time because that's how it's always been for him. But my issue with the whole thing is that it feels like the show itself is trying to put the blame solely on Blitz for all of this. Not only that, but they try to act like Stolas is innocent and keep him from reflecting on what he's done in a meaningful way. Like, as I mentioned earlier, it's like they're trying to sweep everything that Stolas has done under the rug and pretend like Blitz is the only problem in this relationship. I don't know, it feels weird to me. There are two people in any argument, yet it feels like it's villainizing Blitz and making Stolas, it's trying to make Stolas seem like a saint. And you guys, you have to understand that that is my baby girl, okay? Like, I love Stolas so much and find his character so cool and so compelling. I love his design, and his voice actor just does a splendid job when acting him. So I don't say this without considering how good of a character Stolas is. As I mentioned before, I'd be fine with this if it was a character flaw that was clearly being used and was something that was clearly going to be brought up later. But I sadly don't think that this is where that is headed. In fact, in Apology Tour, the whole episode is going, look how bad of a person Blitz is, look how many people he hurt, instead of saying, hey, maybe they both did some wrong and have some stuff to work on. Maybe let's address those issues. But it really feels like the writing itself is on Stolas' side. And that frustrates me a little bit because I think Stolas could be such a compelling character if he stepped back and went, yeah, I fucked up. I'm not a perfect prince, and I said things and did things that contradict what I had said now. Or, like, even if he was just in denial of it, you know? Like, instead of saying, oh no, I didn't do this, make it clear that he remembers. But he was like, no, I didn't do it. But the writing, it makes it seem like he's this little angel at the top of the tree, you know, this little baby. Nobody can hurt him because he's just a baby, and you don't kick babies, you know? It's just, and I guess we do still have a little bit of time as we go into the next season to see how Stolas reacts to having his power taken away and how it's like to be in like the same area of power that an imp would be in. I think that's interesting, but I'm just nervous to see where they take that. Overall, I really enjoyed these latest episodes, but I am a little frustrated at how Stolas is being handled. Now, I'm willing to take back my statements here if the show proves me wrong in the future, but as of right now, the little bit of frustration I have with the direction of his character is peeking through. In the end, Stolas is my favorite character in Helluva, and I love him to death. But hopefully they handle his character better in the future. Otherwise, I feel that my frustration with it may continue to grow. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, I will see you all next time.